So hello everyone. My name is Zia-uddin Durrani. Call me Zia if it's a long version for you. I'm the project manager for GP2. The full name is Next Generation Mineral Systems Mapping, which really explains what the project is all about. But we thought maybe it's a long version, so we came up with the shorter title, call it Gawler Phase 2, and then we say, why not we just abbreviate it as GP2. GP2, technically speaking, from a project manager's perspective, is not really a project. It's, what I classify as a program, because there are a lot of data acquisition projects that sits under this program. These different data acquisition projects share one common feature, is that they are focused on one geographical region, Central Western Gawler region. And we hope that collectively, the results, share a story with the audience, the data scientists, mineral exploration companies, and provides further insights for you. So I will just go through some of the background information and what we have achieved. So the project was funded from the Jobs and Economic Growth Fund. $5 million was initially allocated, but down the track, because of the funding constraints and changing priorities, nearly 50% of the budget was cut down. So we really had to deliver the program with $2.5 million. But I'm glad that we could really complete all the data acquisition projects within that budget. Bronwyn has already talked about the background of how the GP2 has come into being. So I will not go into that detail, except that one of the learning from the Explore essay was that we need to improve our data quality. We need to add more data, and so this is where the GP2 came into existence with the objective to acquire all this new data, deliver it to the data science and the mineral exploration company, so that you can de-risk the further exploration work down the track. All right, so look, you have already seen this map. I will just go slightly more details on this one. So all these horizontal lines represent the airborne electromagnetic flight paths, which was managed by the Geoscience Australia as part of their national Exploring for the Future program. And you can also see those diagonal paths in the AMIAC region above the railway line. The bigger dots represent the empty sites, both across the AMIAC and the far west coast areas, and then the little dots represent the gravity sites. The thick cluster in the middle is close to the Challenger mine area, and the subject matter experts will discuss these in further detail in the next presentations. So here are the key deliverables, which also Bronwyn mentioned. So just shows the breadth of the different data survey projects that were completed in this program, the quantities that were achieved, and the release dates of the data and the different booklets. So I will just mainly talk about the two ones which really required extensive field work, procurement and contract management process, and land access. So this was the MT and the gravity sites. We worked in the Far West Coast Aboriginal Corporation, Antakarinja, Matu, Yankunjar Aboriginal Corporation, and Gawler Ranges. So the MT site we engaged Zong Engineering, which is a South Australian company, and altogether we did 309 sites, covering really a very large geographical area, 16,000 square kilometers between July to March 2023. And for the gravity survey, we engaged Daishat, which is also a South Australian company, covering about 7,000 square kilometers, 5,527, using both UTV vehicles and the helicopters. Some of the key challenges, although they were quite, there's a long list, but I will just try to capture the key ones. So one that I realized after even joining a few months down the track was really the poor time estimation and cost for land access. So those people who have worked in the in the field area realize that accessing land and negotiating the land access with different Aboriginal groups can be very time consuming, and there's a lot of cost involved working with the monitors during the survey for cultural and heritage protection work. So something to be mindful for us, good lesson for us. The other is the limited suppliers for the MT and gravity site survey work. We really had a little leeway to negotiate contracts with the suppliers in South Australia. The helicopter versus the vehicles access, the weight limits for the monitors who would come with us. The UTVs could take only one person on board, and they really start early in the morning before sunrise and finish very late. So for monitors, especially the female monitors, it was a very big challenge. And really it's not an easy thing to resolve with the needs of the the survey company versus the Aboriginal monitors who wants to take more time, look around the land, and more concerned about heritage protection. Monitor safety, again, because of the way that with the speed of the work that is, especially with the gravity that I remember, they want to cover hundreds of sites every day. So working with contractors with the slightly different priorities is can quite be challenging. The inclement weather, we felt when the rain comes in those areas, all the tracks are washed out, and finding those tracks back and getting back on the road can be time consuming. We talked about this remoteness of the region and size of the project area is quite massive, and something that I've learned when I went to the field area to really discover how big even just one central Western Gawler region is. So in summary, look, we've now acquired this extensive set of data, which is now available to the the data science and the mineral exploration communities and all the different users who would like to make use of it. All the projects have been completed. These results can be used to identify further areas of exploration and identify drilling targets if possible. The new maps of the AM data can assist with the groundwater resources and waterborne planning. And equally importantly, we really developed good relationship with different Aboriginal groups. And again, like I mentioned, one of the key lessons is to really engage early with them and allow enough time and resources for that type of engagement. And just some visuals of the engagement, the cultural inductions and the debriefs that we had. It was quite extensive. So on the top left, you will see the cultural induction with the Challenger mine, with the gravity contractor and the AMIAC expert Ian Crombie with his team, and then at the bottom with the Far West Coast Mr. and Mrs. Colby doing the cultural induction in the dam office. In the middle, they have the AMIAC community members visit our facility here at the Drill Core Library and look at the big screen to do some kind of a desktop assessment to identify any cultural sites without physically going over there. And it was a very interesting experience for us where the community members, they did a live session with their further, elders in the community to identify if there are any areas of concern that can be removed from the project. And on the right, you will see the debrief with the AMIAC board members in the Port Augusta. And then at the bottom is a famous Glendambo. If any of you have visited there, you would know. So look, this is here I would like to, just conclude. And I would like to invite Peter Buxton to talk about the data package. Thank you.